Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with something a little different this time. So, I know I haven't played a lot of Minecraft in a little bit, but that's just been on camera. I've actually been playing on my family's realm that they started up in the last couple weeks, and I figured I'd actually show that off in its own video. I haven't abandoned my series, it's been on pause because I've been spending my Minecraft time playing with my family. And I'm not going to live stream that because there's privacy issues with that, but I have no problem going in and showing for like an hour the various things we built together and stuff. And this is just vanilla Bedrock, and it's a little different than what I'm used to. I've only ever played Java before this, so yeah. I won't say that anything I've done is that amazing, but it's good for me, I think. So, and none of my builds are like final or anything, but that really comes down to my interest in time. And I do play quite a few other games as well, so this is mostly what I do when I'm hanging out with my family. But yeah, we basically have just like played fairly casually, but yeah, I originally got back into Minecraft to hang out with my nephew, and then when I poked around, I found out that three others of my nephews and nieces wanted to play too, and several of my sisters and whatnot. So yeah, this is like the main like resting room in my house. As you can see, I've just got like my basic storage for here, and I got my kitty cats and just another furnace here for no reason. Yeah, and I collected all the woods early on that were easy to get. I've gotten more now. This is just a basic wheat farm I started out with. I use other sources for it now, and I don't even use wheat regularly. I captured some cows early on and made a little room with them. I put some wolves to guard them. And I'll show you up top later. This is a combination chicken farm and sugarcane farm. It's not automated or anything fancy like that. I also captured some pigs. The basically eggs get dropped out the back. Nothing too fancy, but like, it was something fun to troll my family with because I would collect the eggs and go throw it in their house, and they'd wonder where all the chickens came from. Yeah, the Endermen keep pushing my wolves around. It's a little annoying, but it's not a problem. I also made another one of these little farms just for miscellaneous other stuff. This time it's carrots, sometimes it's potatoes. It's whatever I want to trade at the time. And yeah, I'll cover down there later and down there later, but I'm going to come up here and show you guys spawn. So I have this little base right here for crafting. That's where my stone cutter is. But yeah, I'll give you like where we popped into the world and what we did early on, and I'll explain like what's changed over time and stuff like that. So when I first got in, I broke some trees and I set down this pillar right here to show off where spawn is. So I started right here, just collected a couple trees, like three or four, and yeah. The only thing that's really different about this is, other than the fact that we've cleared out some trees, is that there is just these cherry trees are not from this biome. So yeah, my family decided to get together, the couple that were on, and they built a little like huddle shut little cabin in here, and it's not really my preferred style of build. I do not like building with cobblestone myself directly. But yeah, they set up multiple beds, a couple of workstations, some chests. They started digging down into like their own like little mining area. I filled it with chickens, of course. That's what I did. And they got out here. They basically they made it to be a much less appealing farm. I just actually recently redesigned this a bit for them. And there's a reason why I chose melons and pumpkins here, and that's because my nephew decided to make this ginormous I think it's potato farm over here. So I enclosing it a little better. I'm gonna replace the dirt eventually when I get around to it, and I planted this other little one right here that just has wheat in it. And for some reason, he started digging this tunnel that doesn't actually even go all the way through this mountain, but maybe someday. I built the path right here and planted like the flowers and stuff along the way, and I guess this was some cave they found that doesn't go that far. Yeah, I gathered in like the stone and made this stuff nicer. They had a cobblestone bridge here. I replaced it with this. I figured I didn't change the shape of it even. I just added structural pillars underneath that go underwater and basically just do that. I do currently use a little bit too much of this cobblestone, but I haven't really extensively gotten other materials too much yet. I do like the deep slate one as well, and I put some of it into my works. Like, I replaced like this with this. I got a piece of netherrack burning here as a torch because I thought that looked interesting. And this is just like glass on the bottom and the top that lets light in during the day. But this was a cave I ran into from spawn after that first night, as there was just a cave here. And I didn't really change the shape of the cave too much. I just paved the walls along the way and kind of like made it into a passageway instead. And it kind of went down here. And what ended up happening is I went down here, I got jumped by 3 skeletons and died. And behind this like area right here, there's actually a spawner for a skeleton that we found. So I actually ran into a cave at spawn that had a skeleton in it. And it's not going to be like something you can see, but if we wait here a second, skeletons will stop down here and you can see it. And I just set up a really basic mob farm. It's not it is automatic. They will die here, and this will collect it into this chest, which I just have full of bones and stuff. But I can just punch them and get experience. It's super useful for like leveling up and getting bones. And I like using the bones for crafting. I like the bone blocks. I think they're pretty fun. I've gotten really used to using them in my builds. It's very expensive and an inefficient use of bones, but I mean, I like it. I like the way it looks. I think it's a nice, subtle look to it. But I've gotten some decent tools now. It took a couple weeks, but yeah, I went on several journeys. I got all these wolves, but on top of that spawner that I found, I actually, this room was actually already open, by the way. This was a room almost the same shape. I just paved it. So this was actually like, it was actually over here that it happened, but I've since sealed that up. But over here, there's a giant vista to this enormous cave with like basins and stuff, like right here at spawn in this first cave I ran into. And this is just an easy water elevator to get up, more or less. Although, to be fair, it's not really how I tend to get up. I made a lazier way over here, which I will eventually like replace with like bubbles, and when I get to the Nether and do soul stone. Get me not soul stone, soul sand. But yeah, like I made this giant tree platform later. It just has one of all the basic trees and stuff. But if I come here to the edge, you can start getting a better idea of just how far down this goes. This goes all the way down, not to bedrock, but pretty much all the way down. Yeah, this isn't even that big of a platform, but I find it's much more convenient to make a place to do trees than it is to just do it on the surface. Like, the underground is much safer overall. So I'll start with over here. Over here is actually, I made a fishing spot and like here in the middle, and this is just a place that I could harvest melons while fishing, and I have a place for like the fancier oaks, because I recently got like the pale oak, and I got the dark oak as well. But yeah, I basically made glass on the ceiling and made a fishing spot right here, so I can just chill down here. I can basically farm up some stuff, and yeah, I've gotten some mending. Like, I know it's an inefficient way to get mending, but you know, Sometimes you just want to chill. You don't want to go grinding for resources to trade to villagers or whatnot. It's fine. Besides, one of my nephews actually took the effort and actually went and got a mending villager for us, so I don't technically need to do that anymore, but it's a source of lily pads. I actually really like lily pads, and I kind of wish there was a villager trade for lily pads of all things, because they are a scarce resource. I haven't found a desert, let alone a swamp biome, and the only wood I'm missing now that's on the overworld is mangrove. I've not found a mangrove one either. So I'll go back down this way, and yeah, this is something I just did a couple days ago. This right here is a mob dropper, and I have since learned that Bedrock is a little pickier with how mobs spawn. Like, you have to be a lot closer, and it's very specific, so that makes us a little inconvenient, but I did make a room to sit and wait at if I decide to AFK that way, and it does work, and it's nothing more complicated than the 4 platforms and drop them down, but I made that right there a bone shaft that goes all the way down with some nice cobble slate that's carved. And yeah, and the way I get down is I just do it the fun way. The way I got up and down out of this place is I just used the water that was already here. Like, I have broken the floor a few more times in a few places mining, but I patched the holes that were inconvenient. But I built these pillars under this, and that was really fun. It's nothing complex. I could make it more ornate, but it probably won't, for reasons I'll probably just build other stuff other places. But I had a lot of fun doing it. But I had to wall off this section right here and fill it in with water, so it's nothing too fancy, but as I look at it, the mob dropper does work, and it's modular. I could actually keep building it down like another 2 or 3 floors, and it would work better, and I probably will do that. But yeah, it's nothing glorious, but it works. It's a way to get like that without having to do much. And there are times when I play other games and I could technically leave this game running. And yeah, one of my family members is actually playing right now, but it's probably my sister. And the reason why I don't want to stream this is because there's family stuff that they chitter-chatter about now and then, and my sister's really not like that. She's probably just like chilling and farming. So she probably won't be a part of this video other than maybe trying to sleep, and then I'll help her sleep. Yeah, this is my lazy way out. Once I get bubbles going with soul sand, it'll be a little bit different. Maybe I'll try to initiate sleep. I'll see if she's awakened, because I want to go and show you guys stuff, so. I'm going to actually lift this up a square in the future, or maybe lower the other one down. Once I get Silk Touch, I'll move the glass around and stuff, but some of the tightness of this, I should have made it one more block out, but it was a little late to do it after I did it, so. But yeah, no, I measured out like how far from that mob dropper, which is right under this. It's literally right under this skeleton spawner. Same time, I measured out where it would be, and then I made this identical platform almost to that over here that leads all the way up and around to this room right here, and this room right here is actually a nice waiting room. I haven't like designed it into like being a better room than this, but I made the space, and it just turned out to be perfect as an entrance to my base as well, because it was right here on the other side of the cave, and like the other entrance is over that way. This way will lead this way. So next, I will introduce you guys to the bone rail that I made. So yeah, I actually paved my way up here. So my nephew had actually made a line of these like oak pillars there that leads to a village, but I decided to do one better. This is the top of my wheat farm. And I made this railway. It's nothing glamorous, but I did it. And yeah, it just leads all the way to a village, the nearest village. And we haven't let them get destroyed. I guess my nephew made a house right here. I'll check it out. I haven't actually looked inside of it. Maybe this is where he put the mending villager. I'll take a look at it. He told me about it. He didn't really like elaborate on where it was, just that he had one. But yeah, like it's just a nice smooth ride. I wanted to follow the contours of the planet, of like the landscape. Yeah, my mom wondered why I didn't make it flat and make like a bridge for it. I'm like, because I didn't want to. I wanted the ups and downs. I kind of like it. It's like a roller coaster that way. Yeah, this village was kind of just whatever. It wasn't anything amazing. But, I mean, it was close by. It's not terrible, but it didn't have any real good items. But, like, it's got plenty of dudes. And, like, I've leveled them up over time with just, like, giving them junk. I don't even know what some of these things are yet. It's like, there's been a lot of items added since I played Minecraft originally. Boop. Collecting wool for various things. Like, my nephew dug into this wall and stuff, but it doesn't mean anything. Kind of wish I'd remembered to bring salmon to catch some cats with if I came down this way, but I didn't think of it. But yeah, oh, it's a trader. I don't have any emeralds, but I'll look at what you got going on. Yeah, you don't have anything special, but that's fine. But yeah, no, it's just a village. Like, there's nothing too exciting going on. We haven't really changed much more about it. I'll collect these guys for wool as we go. I do have some decent stuff. Like, this is, I think, a perfect sword other than the mending that it's not on it yet. But it actually hasn't really gotten all that damage since I made it. So once I put mending on it, it'll stop. It won't be a problem. Like, it'll last, and I can repair it if I need to. So it's fine. So we're gonna head back, and I'm gonna mosey back and look at my nephew's place, because like that wasn't there before actually. So he must have done that today, because I haven't actually played since I went off to a Thanksgiving celebration. I kind of just relaxed and did my own thing. Or like this is a bone, like all bone on this middle one, if that wasn't obvious. I'll go chase that down. But yeah, what's going on? Public picks? Public picks? Well, I guess pick one, anyone. Lots of lots. Make a pick. No murder. No TNT, discover cave, mark coords on sign. Alright. This is a pick station, huh? I don't know if this is a base or just a pick thing. So yeah, he told me he had a villager, but it must not be here, I don't think, because this doesn't look like where I would put a base. I'll take a look. I'll see what he's got going on down here. I guess that's why it says mine and not cave. So claustrophobic. I like to make a little bit wider of an entrance and out, and I guess he's just been down here strip mining. Oh boy. He didn't even go that deep. Didn't even go that deep. Oh. I wonder if that's a spawner, because that... it might not be. It might just be a dark place that he sealed up. I guess I shouldn't guess it's a spawner. Be kind of cool, though. Yeah, we'll skedaddle out of here, and I'll show you guys the main adventure. I didn't make a railway towards where most of my family is actually building, but it's fine. Let's put that away. But yeah, my family all migrated like a couple hundred blocks that way. They found this rocky plateau. So I built a road towards them, and I'll just follow the road I made. Because I needed a safe way to go help them out, because like they had they're a little bit newer of them, and I'll probably just collect these saplings and burn them later just as efficiency. Hurts just see them like wasted. Like they tend to leave just floating trees and stuff, and I clean them up as I go along and replant them, unfortunately. I mean, they are just a bunch of kids, at least half of them, so like this is a floating bit right here underneath that. I don't need to clean up everything they do. It's fine, but like I'll clean up the stuff that's near me and that I see. Like they left this floating tree along the way at some point. I'll fix this eventually. But yeah, there's also this ruined nether portal over here. So they were like, we need a nether portal. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll just I'll put the nether portal there. So this place leads to the nether. It's I secured the entrance to it, but I have not properly explored it. That's why I don't have the soul stand yet. But yeah, they found this plateau up here, and they've turned it into something a lot bigger than I thought they were going to do, which is cool. They started out pretty small. So they made this part out here like a tree farm area and a little corral for some horses, and including a skeletal one, which is pretty fun. And in the back has like some animal stuff going on, like there's a bamboo thing right here, and the dark oak ones I gave them. But they got like pumpkins, they've got like... What's going on up here? Yeah, this is their sheep pen. Miscellaneous sheep pen. Their cows. I think they got a spot that they're gonna put like pigs into, but they haven't pigged yet. Yeah, this is my sister. Yeah, she's just out here farming with her kitty cats. Yeah, they made a beet farm. They made some wheat. So like they were busy. They did do a lot of like random stuff, but it only really started with this part right here. And I guess they took what I said to heart, because the first thing I told them was put these on the top to keep spiders from climbing over, and they did it. So I helped them out a little bit. I didn't want to like tell them how to do things, because I like to see how other people are going to build things and what they do, because like that's how I get new ideas, is just see what they do and see if I like what they do, you know? Is this a way in? Yeah, so this is just a little like tower that my mom made. She wanted to have a place to look out over land, so I gave her some advice: make it taller, make it easier to see out. But I'll climb up and I'll show you. Like, you can see out here. You can see into the distance a little bit. Oh, okay. That's okay. I'll just reconnect. That's an internet thing. You'd think that they'd have better servers, but sometimes it just disconnects us randomly. That's fine. Not a crisis. But yeah, no, like, there's not been anything too glamorous going on for us. Like, a lot of their builds are really basic. The only one of them that has like progression anywhere near mine is one of my sister's nephews. He's gotten a bunch of villagers and stuff, so that's something I haven't actually gotten around to doing. I haven't gone around to like gather my own villagers, but yeah, I'll climb up that tower and show you it again, because like it kind of threw me back a little bit. Yeah, get off the screen. But yeah, no, it's just a view of various things. But like if they open this up, like this would be a better view. Like if they made it like one taller and like glass on the bottom and glass up here, you could see a lot better. And I did let them know that. And they did make a cute little like drop thing right here. I thought that was cute. And yeah, I don't try to influence how they build because I want to see what they do. But there's 7 of us playing on this server now, so it's pretty cool. So I see they started to put in like flavor stuff here and like some blocks, and there's really decorating. Yeah. They got a villager here that just is for farming so they can sell to it for emeralds. And some stuff like that. Like, so this is one of my sister's houses. I think that's my sister over there that's wandering around. And this is my mom's like house. So she's got like wolves, she's got her pink bed. This is a guest bed in case someone pops over. She got like a water source here and all of her goodies and whatnot. I forget if she had an upstairs. Oh, she does have it upstairs. Alright. So this is actually like Dylan's place when he's here, I think. Like this is my nephew. Yeah, right here. Yeah. When I first came here, this wall was the only thing that was here, and they didn't have it lit up at all. So I let them know, put torches on the top of your walls, or things can spawn on them. And they'd gotten lucky that it hadn't happened. But yeah, like, what's going on in this little section right here? Yep, full of chickens. Like I trolled my family with chickens constantly, and yeah. I see that they've like lived up to my interests in doing that, so they just like throw chickens at each other all day long, and I think that's great. I don't know what this thing on the top here, that's a process. Maybe someone's trying to build something fancy along the way, but they had an enchanting table that they finally put together. And yeah, that's pretty much everything they've got here. I mean, my nephew's got like some other base somewhere that I don't know where it is, but it's like a 1,000 blocks away, and my other members of my family ended up moving into a cave that me and my sister cleared out over there. So like 3 of them are living in some cave over there trying to clear it out. But they haven't built anything yet. They've just been digging and digging and digging into a cave to try to get resources, which I think is funny. They don't play a lot though, so they haven't really... I can't blame them for not getting too far. Yeah, I'm gonna mosey back to my place, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to like directly like show or tell everyone about. But I plan on making like little update videos to this every now and then. And yeah, I haven't really like stopped playing this, and I will get back to my single player world, but like it's not a priority for me. So I don't think I've abandoned that play. Like if my nephews and stuff decide to slow down on this, I'll probably just keep playing it on my own, on my single player one instead. But as long as they want to keep playing and building stuff together, I'll probably spend more of my time in Minecraft doing that, and I'll showcase like this stuff this way. And yeah, wonder who. Someone must knock them off while fighting something there. I'll fix the torches later, but I want to light it up for now. But yeah, I'm gonna mosey back here. But yeah, I have plans for this too. Like, so like, I'm constantly like reevaluating what I want to do in this area. And I'll probably incorporate more variety into my builds other than just this cobblestone, but it's what I have a lot of right now, and it's something I do like building with, for floors at least. Walls a little less so, but they're an easy one for that as well. At least for entrances and stuff. Like, once I'm in a base, I do design it a little bit more diligently, but like, yeah, as you'll see, I have bones on my walls. I use trunks for this. I like to turn this. It looks a little bit like carpeting when you do something like this, but I wouldn't want this as a ceiling here. I'd want to lower it out. So what I do is I would extend this out one more like nodule, like 2 more out, and move everything over. But I'd have to also lift this up as well, because that would be 1 more block up this way and 1 more block up this, so this would have to go up 2, or the one below it down 2. But I like to build in a modular way like this so I can get up and down and do as much building as I need to in like easy rooms to access for stuff. Like, and I could go to the sides and stuff. And yeah, so my bases may confuse some people and it might seem like a weird symmetrical nightmare, and it kind of is, but it's how I like to do it. The base I use is not going to be like indicative of how like things I make that I want to look cool. By the way, this is functional for my interests, for like getting supplies. But yeah, I'm gonna pop off at this point. I'm just gonna leave us rolling here. And yeah, this has been my update video on what's up on Minecraft, and I guess it didn't take me as long as I thought it would be, but yeah. I hope everyone has a lovely day, and maybe future videos of this showcase will take longer, depending on how much people make and how far I have to travel, and that'll factor into it. But yeah, you guys all take care, and keep having fun. Bye-byes.